if you bought food in a restaurant but then didn't get full, like you didn't get satisfied, and you ask for more, is it ethical for you to pay for the extra?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it ethical?
Ethical. Again, you ask, is it a crime? No, it's just the ethics.
Bro, I have a question. What percentage of our audience do you guys think want to be podcasters or like want to start a podcast?
I say it's a small percentage.
Really?
I think it's a small percentage. Serious.
It's a small, very vocal percentage.
Nah, I don't think. Bro, I think it's a big percentage, but a small percentage will do it. I swear, I feel like every time I meet someone who watches this podcast, they'll tell me, man, I thought about starting a podcast. Oh, I'm still thinking about starting a podcast.
Exactly, that's my point. So it's like a small, serious percentage.
But
I hear that, but not from
serious?
everyone I hear. Everyone I meet. I hear a lot of, you, man, you should have me on the podcast, man. You should come and
Yeah, but that also means they want to be podcasters.
Oh, they want to be on a pod. I feel like,
they want to be guests.
some want to see themselves.
Yeah. They want to at least do one podcast.
Yeah.
And they're like, man, it's either for me or not. Makes sense.
I mean, but it's a bit flattering.
Is it?
Like, yeah.
The people want to be
Yeah,
podcasters.
the guys are like inspired to be podcasters because they watched our shit.
So now we have some influence.
I met a guy in the gym yesterday who like does his opener. I said, hey, man, why does everyone ask? I know you from somewhere. Oh, you just come and be direct, bro. And I said, I know you from somewhere. I was giving him this dumb smile, like, hey, are you that podcast guy from YouTube? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, you guys are doing a good job. You guys are good. I'm like, hey, man, thank you. You know, I considered starting a podcast. And this guy, we talked for like 20 minutes about his podcast and he hasn't started yet. So, yeah, man. Shout out to you if you're watching this.
The funny ones are the ones who assume they don't. At least I'm okay with ones who come like, I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
The ones that really mash me up are the ones that just assume they know me, so they come there like, hey, yo, man, Melvin, what up, man? I love the podcast. Yo, man, I love the show, man. Man, good thing. That's your TikTok. I don't know who is who. And you know, bro, like the last time that happened, the guy said it happened so fast.
Yeah.
Like he came, he did his introduction, and he said his piece like in like 5-10 seconds, and then dipped before I could even correct him, man. I was just like, ah, man. Yeah. So he must have been thinking, man, that Melvin guy is cool.
Today some chick texted me on, not today, I think it was last night. Some chick hit me on Snap. And I did not recognize her name. She said, hi, Melvin. I said, hi. She said, it's been a long time, guy, you chucked me. I was like, who's this? Like, I was like, I don't think I know who this is. After like a couple of shows, like, oh shit, wrong Melvin. I don't get insulted, bro. I don't like that Melvin. I like getting me mixed up with other Melvin. Anyway, bro. Welcome back to Mobja's podcast. I am Melvin.
Magic.
The voice.
How are you guys feeling, man? It's a cloudy Tuesday
Very
afternoon.
weird day.
Feeling good. Had some ice cream before I came here. It was really good ice cream.
From what?
The ice cream shop, that's what it's called.
Where?
Here at Nkololo, just here at Platia. You bleep that out. Yeah, so I went there, got a scoop. I ran into two friends of the pod there, and then I came here.
I could hear people in the background. Female people laughing.
Yeah, you know, I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, facts.
That's
Turn the funny on you. Put on your funny coat.
Hey, can I join you? Yeah, sure.
Can I join you?
Yeah, so...
Would you guys go on an ice cream date in 2022?
Of course, man.
Badly.
Hey,
That's your jazz.
Why wouldn't you? Is that
I don't need ice cream. So
I would just go on an ice cream date.
when I don't eat ice cream.
Yeah.
And I
But
do
like
what?
you eat
But if she likes ice cream,
like a brownie.
And for me, what will I be eating?
like a brownie.
A
like,
brownie.
yeah.
I don't even like cake like that.
Also like a corn or something.
Just you guys have cons. Can I have my cons salted?
Give
But
me
to be
ice
fair,
cream without
please.
the ice cream.
This place I ate at today, you can just buy that corn, man.
Hey.
It's 5K.
A big
It's a
cone.
waffle, not necessarily
it's a
big.
waffle
It's a
cone.
waffle cone, but it's the inside is coated in a thick layer of ice cream, and then the top is like coated in Oreo crumbs or almond crumbs. You can eat that cone alone,
But there's ice cream.
guarantee.
But there's
No, of
ice
course,
cream.
yeah, there's ice cream inside.
Nah, it's
But I'm saying that the
fine.
cone, you can eat that cone bare
By
as
itself.
it is.
No, do you know how dead that would be? for her to get ice cream, for you get a cone.
That's what
That
you
kinda
want.
sounds dead. I don't like.
Yeah, it's a bit there. For me, I'm just there biting a cone. Like
I don't eat
man.
ice cream. I eat
Toto
cones.
man, but milk.
I eat
Milk
cones.
is your
Tell them
enemy.
crush it for me.
Yeah.
Bring it on a plate.
Give me a takeaway cone, bro. Yeah, bro. No.
No, but no, I definitely do an
Well,
ice
that's
cream
nice,
date,
man.
man.
That's nice that you guys are still doing that. Like, it's very like,
Ice cream date.
yeah.
I mean,
Not been
remember
on one in a
the
while.
donut phase when there's like donut dates?
I remember you
Did you
guys.
partake?
I remember
Simply
you guys
donuts.
having a donut phase.
Yeah, so like donut date, ice cream date, they're brothers.
And if a chick likes like sweet things, I guess a good date.
Mm.
And
date
we're also
idea.
sweet. So
Mm.
Yeah, you're sweet guys. So it adds up.
But even me as me, like I like sweet things.
You just by yourself.
So I can't- that's enough for me to take a chick on a sweet date. She didn't decide. I can find out from there. But me as me, I'm eating.
Okay. How are you guys feeling, man? How are your weekends? How's your week going?
I go first. My weekend was very, what's the word, like solitary. I was at home most of the time. Friday, I was at home. Didn't really feel like going out. Saturday, I had a bit more FOMO, but still nothing too serious. There was Nandi, and it was sick. Shout out Nandi. I hit up this guy. He was going, but he ended up not going. But he'll tell you about it. Sunday, that's when I decided to check what's happening outside. Went for brunch. It was all right. Although I'm starting to think that, man, I think either I'm the one who has lost the plot or like going out has lost the plot for me. There's a time on Sunday, like twice, I caught myself just like looking around wondering, what am I supposed to do now?
Really?
Do you ever get that moment in the night? Is
That's
that
a sign
unique
that
to
you're not having a blast, bro.
bro? That's what I'm
That's
saying.
A sign.
You know,
That's a sign that you're not.
and that's not even the worst part. The worst is when I caught myself singing my own songs in my head. And that's not even the worst. The worst
That's not the
is when some guy saw me mouthing something. I was
And he
like,
got it.
bro, why are you talking to yourself? I was like, bro, I'm singing a song in my head. I swear I'm not mad. Bro. I had to like convince him that I'm actually singing my own song in my head. But this guy's just looking at me like, but he's a
I
mad
feel
guy.
like maybe that's just not your scene, then, man. Just pick a different outing, bro. That one there is
Brunch.
not fun. Yeah, might not be fun for you. I mean, if like, and you've complained about brunch before.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's unique to brunch. I don't think it's unique to brunch.
Maybe it's your time to go back in
Maybe.
because you were in the whole weekend. What made you go out?
I wanted to just see what was there, you guy.
That's the problem.
I wanted to see,
That's
man. I
your
had that guy
problem.
itch, man.
Yeah, that's
And to be
the-
fair, I should have
that's the
stayed at
thing.
home,
Should
man.
have stayed in the crib.
I stayed in the rib. So yeah, man.
Bro, that chick we spoke about earlier before we started recording was getting married. I feel bad that she's getting married before she came on the pod, man. I think she would have been a wonderful pod guest.
Yeah,
But just right now, I feel a way about married chicks coming on the pod, bro. Like, I'm a bit worried. Like, I feel like we might have to like tiptoe. Like at the back of my mind, I feel like I'm always wondering if this question is okay to ask her. Like, cause now she's legally attached to someone.
you, I
You
get
know
you,
what
I
I
get
mean?
you.
Like, what kind of questions will she have to answer when she goes back home? What time should we finish? Cause she has to go home. You know what I mean?
That's a sensible
Yeah.
hour.
But I think she would have been a wonderful guest, bro.
I think we can definitely have married people on that pod, man. Yeah, we definitely can. We can make it work. Yeah.
Maybe ones who have been married for a while.
Not newlyweds.
Yeah, newlywed, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Okay, it
Like
depends.
2 weeks.
Is she coming here to
relax.
discuss relationships and marriage, or like?
I mean, you see the type of questions we get, bro. It's inevitable. And I feel like there's some that you can't answer when you just got married, bro. You can say when you've been married for a few years, you can say, I remember in the past I used to date someone, but when you just got married, you can't. You can't mention anyone.
I remember
There was someone
last week
tapping their boot.
that was my ex from like a month ago.
hit me up by the way, and I was.
See, but maybe it would be an interesting pod, like a newlywed pod.
A
You
newlywed
like
pod?
see how she's feeling, see what it's like.
To be a newlywed.
Yeah.
Do you think anything changes?
I think it feels a bit different. It seems like with her, like she's been living with a guy though.
But
But
what do you think feels different? Because other than changing your address and getting a new and having maybe sleeping with someone in your bed every night, but like, do you think anything really changes?
like in a
Yeah.
That
relationship,
bring
Bro,
like
it's
in your mind, like,
ridiculous.
will you act different? I guess you would.
I think
but
it does.
I don't know.
I think there's certain things you can't do, but I don't think it will change your behavior also in any particular
I think
way.
it does.
It does. Bro.
I
You're
think marriage comes
bugging.
with so many new parameters, bro. Like now, the stuff that you're not allowed to do because you're someone's wife or you're someone's husband. Okay, not you're not allowed to do, but you look away if you do them. You know what I mean? Because now you're that guy's wife, man. Look at that
Can't just
guy's.
be outside
That
taking
guy's
cocktails
that
on
chick's
a Monday
husband. Look
for-
at the stuff he's doing. It definitely comes with new expectations,
Yeah.
new standards.
and you're in the
So
same household.
In society, there are just new standards, bro. There's also new privileges though when you're married. Hella privileges when you're married in society.
Is it crazy that that came second?
Yeah, like standards and then privileges. Yeah, no. That's a coincidence. The privileges should have come first for sure. But yeah, sorry, you were saying
How about my weekend?
brunch was not it.
Man, it was it. I'm like, it was just me who wasn't it. I've actually started to realize maybe it's just me. You know, I think maybe it should be like, I think it's time for me to get a girlfriend again. I think it's time. I was talking to someone about this recently. I'm like, the whole time when I'm thinking like, in the club,
Was
like,
it
what am I
not
doing
me?
here? I be thinking I
We're
should be
having this
picking up girls.
conversation.
Yeah. Having it with you also. And there's another guy who went deeper. And man, maybe it is time, but we'll see.
You be
Stay
thinking you should
tuned.
be picking up girls.
Sometimes, man, like when I'm wondering, like you get there's a time, where I can just like stand and look around, like for 5 seconds.
Like which girl is here for the picking? Like
Which
you're like,
girl is here for
you're like
picking?
a farmer, bro. Like
just
you
looking
have
for
this
what to
ready
do.
for-
You know, I'm just looking for like what's the next step right now? Like what's the next move? And if it's not going home, like what's the next move? Like I don't know. It's just a very
So you
unique.
feel like a girlfriend will fill that.
Yes, that empty gap. So now when I'm wondering what am I supposed to be doing, I'll probably look and then I'll go and chill with my girl or something in the bar.
I don't know, bro. I
That's
don't know if
very
your girlfriend's the answer
interesting.
to your question, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know if my girlfriend is that plaster you can slap on this one, bro. I don't know if she's the duct tape for this
Yeah.
one, bro.
But I don't know. I do feel like I've become very solitary of late. It's not a bad thing. I'm not complaining, but it's just something that I'm becoming very comfortable with. Very comfortable with, like going out and you go by yourself. Just like pull up to a place. Don't hit up anyone. Just pull up, see what happens.
Yeah.
I really enjoy
I
that now.
endorse that. I endorse
I
that.
really enjoy that right
Because
now.
then you can
Literally
dip
what
when
I
you
do,
want.
To
Yeah.
be fair.
Yeah.
You can dip when you want. If it's not for you, you can go somewhere else. Like you're just more mobile, bro. You're more.
I like
Like
it.
there are no expectations for you to stay. You know, yeah.
I like it. What about you as your weekend?
Voice.
Am I going?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah. My weekend was interesting. Let me see. Friday I went to a friend's place. Good time. Good time. Then
A guy friend or
girlfriend. Yeah. Not Jessie girlfriend, but like
A
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
a woman friend?
Good time. We kind of had like a mini party there to celebrate the week's end. Then we
Celebrate
went
the
to
what?
push the week's end.
Okay. The weekend.
Yeah.
That's what regular people call it. Yeah, with an S. As if it was going to change the meaning.
Celebrate the
week's
weeks.
end.
You have to make it sound
Relax.
legit.
The week is. It was the week is end. You guys humanizing the week.
Week is end. Week has ended, so we have to celebrate him.
R.I.P. week.
But yeah, then we went to Kush after. I don't remember much of Kush, so it was okay.
Oh, this
It
is
wasn't
still Friday.
yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, it was okay. Then Saturday. What happened on Saturday? Oh yes, so Saturday was I was out with a few friends just for like cocktails at terrace. Then there was a Malembe thing at Motive.
What's that? What was the thing?
I don't know. It just
Who do those guys
I just
advertise
pulled
to,
up.
bro? That's what I want to know, man.
Man,
Anyway, let's keep it pushing.
when I also just pulled up and it was also okay.
Okay.
So Friday and Saturday were okay.
Was it like one of those like branded events that they do?
Yeah, I think.
Smirnoff or
No. It was just normal.
was it?
It was called, I think, like Sold Out Saturday, something like that. Yeah. It was cool. It was okay. Then Sunday I went for brunch. I won't lie. Me had a good time. I had a good time. I will say this though. It's like this brunch. People came with a death wish, bro. Hmm.
It looked a bit later than the previous ones I've looked. I don't know why.
Bro,
It just looked a
people
bit
came with-
later.
I think the month was just long, man. First of all, it was quite empty most of the day. Then at like 4, like an hour after I reached, everyone just flooded in. And bro, I can assure you, like at every table there was one person sleeping. They had just had enough, bro. So it was, I had a good time. I was quite busy, he knows, very up and down, but yeah.
Oh, busy like moving. Yeah?
Moving mad.
Yeah, you're relax.
Hey, Alchemist, how much movement can you do at Alchemist?
A lot, by the way.
Hey, this guy got his steps in, bro. Doesn't know.
But it was a
You don't even have that much space to like maneuver, bro.
bro. There was no maneuvering at all. But it was a good evening. Then my weekend stretched into yesterday, man.
Mad. But it has been doing that for the past few weeks, though.
True. So yeah, yesterday I also just went out for cocktails with a friend. We're here now.
Yeah, friend of the pod.
Mm.
Bro, my weekend was.
She sent greetings, by the way.
Hey.
Yeah,
Now we'll see her soon. Is she's still.
she's still around.
Okay. Yeah, my weekend was very chill, bro. Finally, the most chill weekend I've had, I'll say, since the month of June began. It started out the other weekends. At least our last weekend started Friday. I left work, came home, took a nap, went to the gym, came back from the gym at like 9, had an edible. I started watching a new show on Netflix called Our Universe. Have you guys seen like Our Planet? And yeah, so this one's called Our Universe, narrated by Morgan Freeman. Is Our Planet narrated by Morgan Freeman as well?
I think.
And then, bro, Our Planet is like Our Planet, Our Universe. This series, it's like Netflix
Geographic.
Animo, yeah, like exactly like that, like Nat Geo, but for Netflix. Gay, it is so beautiful, bro. Like Nat Geo guys used to go crazy. Like remember the type of shots they would get, you be like, damn, how'd they get this, bro? These guys here. Like, obviously, I was watching this while I was high, but bro, I was watching it. I was like, how is this cheetah so clear, bro? Why is this cheetah looking at me, man? It was so vivid, bro. It's such a stunning show. And this Morgan Freeman guy keeps like zooming out and like going into like theories of the universe and this, that, bro. It's so brilliant, man. It's a fire show.
I'll tell you this. Netflix has not missed with an animal documentary.
Yeah, no, these
It
ones
has
are
not.
fire.
All of
And
them.
ever since I put that on my list, they've now started recommending all the other ones. So I have hella. There's one called Animal, bro. I need to see it, man. I know it's going to be hard.
Look, man, I'm just happy your plug didn't give you grass this time.
No, and it's the same ones.
At least
First
they
of all,
gave you
I
some-
have I'm worried that someone in my house might have eaten one because there's one missing.
Yeah.
And I think it might have been the help. I think she might have been like, I think she was just going through my stuff and she might have
was
had
hungry.
one. But because of the effect, because the effect is to mostly make you sleepy, maybe it didn't like mess with her as much. Maybe she just thought, man, I'm tired, so let me sleep. But yeah, man, that was a good Friday night. There's new Witcher on Netflix.
Yeah,
So I
there
started
is.
that as well. I watched a few things. You know, if you wanting like a variety of different things. So that was Friday night. I slept wonderfully. I was asleep by like 11. Happy. Saturday, I was in the house most of the day. Had book club at 2. And then went back home, bro, and just chow again for most of the... For the
I've
rest of
been
the day.
promising to text you, like in my
Hey.
reminders about
Hey.
book club.
About book
And
club.
I keep forgetting, bro.
Yeah, it was an interesting meeting. But Spencer Sato in the house as well, chilling, bro. Basically, this weekend I was just trying to chill, bro. Sunday I met with my cousins at Saturday night. I fall asleep early, like 11. At like 4 a.m., one of my bros calls me, like one of my guys calls me, says, "Yo, I'm at your door." And the guy's at my door, bro.
Doing what?
Oozed.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oozed, bro. Yeah, so that nigga came and stayed over, bro.
Bruh, but you're doing.
That guy had nowhere to go, bro. I just let him in. Yeah, but my whole family knows him. He's literally like family, bro. So, yeah, that was how Saturday night ended, bro. So, for most of Sunday, I was just kind of, my mind was on him, like just making sure that I had breakfast, stuff like that. Then I went to meet my cousins. And yeah, that was the end of my weekend, man.
That was the place with the tortoise.
That was the place I was. That's the dancing cup in Bugolovi. Do you guys know it?
No.
That dancing cup. You don't know it? Yeah, it's somewhere in Bugolovi.
You guys were looking for you,
Hey.
branch.
Yeah, I wasn't too far. I wasn't far away. I was around, but I could not. I could not appear.
Fair.
I could not appear. But it was a nice weekend, bro. It was nice to have like a weekend just off. The only downside is, for some reason, man, like my brain recently, since June began, be hanging on to the Sundays. So you know how I like Monday, but my brain started just hanging on to Sundays, and now I wake up on Monday tired because I've slept at like 2 a.m. because my brain refused to shut off. So yeah, bro, I was so tired yesterday, man. But I got some of the stuff done, and yeah, that was it, bro. That was a weekend, man. That was a weekend. Yeah. Okay.
Did you guys see Davido and his multiple baby moms?
New clan.
Oh, that's what was starting.
That's what was starting.
That's what going to
Yes,
Davido,
that is
Afro
a
Nation, what.
No,
I guess that's what
we'll get to that.
Yeah. Are they multiple now?
Yeah, so there's Nina in
There's
the
one
States.
who's doing the thing that Zion's chick is doing.
Not
Of
necessarily,
just
by the way.
tweeting. That chick has over-tweeted. She has over-tweeted.
But I feel like she's over-tweeting because guys also over-attacking her, man.
Nothing. She's
She's
over-tweeting.
just tweeting.
First of all,
Because her
they're
first
just-
tweet was a response. Like, first of all, I'm not a homewrecker. I didn't know this guy was married. Check it. That's like the first. That's the energy she started with. Then
What
from
does
there she went
mean?
on.
But what does she mean that she didn't know?
She said like check his page. Does it look like he's married? And to be fair, she's in the States. This is the baby in the States.
But this Davido, everyone knows
boy.
this.
She said that in the
That's some of
States.
the most bored.
She said in the States no one is posting about Davido's wedding like that. So like she
but
honestly
if you're
didn't
gonna
know.
start dating him, like
Yeah.
you're gonna know.
I don't know if they were dating. I think he got her pregnant.
So, but
They were
like,
dating.
That you don't necessarily have to date for that
But
one.
you saw that text that she put out.
But those are the same texts you're sending the French chick
To all
also.
of them, yeah.
So
But
is
none
he
of it
dating?
surprises
but
me.
it's Davido.
He's dating all of
What
them.
do you mean you don't know?
He's dating. This is very on brand.
No, relax. What do you mean it's Davido? I didn't know he was married to Chioma Brand. I didn't know.
You
Even
remember
up to
that
now,
wedding?
I don't remember.
You remember that wedding? Bro, that wedding was huge, bro.
I didn't see that Chioma wedding. I just know he sang for her assurance
Yeah,
and
bro,
she
that
got
wedding
pregnant.
was huge.
I didn't see a wedding.
You need to look for that shit, bro.
Anyway, she didn't know.
But
She didn't
Chioma.
know.
this is the thing, man. None of that just surprised me on Davido's end, and I think he has handled it well. Has he said anything?
Nothing that I've had.
Yeah.
Toto
That guy's
man.
at Afro Nation.
Actually, that's the thing I saw. I saw him at Afro Nation singing his unavailable.
And
Man.
our friends who were at Afro Nation, told me that he had the best set of the big three.
I'll tell you this though.
Not the
The
best set. but
irony of him singing unavailable.
That nigga is really unavailable. Bro. He's really unavailable for you. But yeah, he told me he had the best set of the big three, and by a long shot. So
Is it better than Ashake's?
he's not. Ashake is not in the big three.
But was his
Yes,
performance
it
better
was,
than
it was,
Ashake's?
It was.
Ashake
I've
came out
not
riding a
seen any of
bike.
them.
They said
Jumped
that guy
into the
had
crowd.
they said he had the Ashake jumped into a crowd, killed me because whoever he landed on,
that guy did not crowd
that
surf.
guy
He
did not
just jumped.
He didn't jump
was
parallel.
expecting-
He jumped with his knees, bro. A guy jumped like this, bro. Not like this.
And you know when people are crowd surfing, you kind of go. It's like smooth.
Yeah, you have to go parallel.
That guy landed on someone's either shoulder or like forearm like this. They held
There are
him like
people who are not
you know
kawa.
when you land, I'm sure he made that oof sound like oof.
That guy needs someone's face.
But the funniest part in all of
There's
that
someone
is
who ran out of
he-
breath, bro.
when he decided to jump, he first ran. Then he
Stopped,
realized he
then
still
took
had
his
his watch
watch
on.
off, yeah.
He never took his watch back, then came and jumped again. I thought that's so
You know what the
hilarious.
issue
man.
was? The stage was too far away from the crowd. So I think he underestimated just how far he had
He had to
jump.
jump.
I And also, you know the type of shoes that Shaq is wearing. Those things are not for jumping, bro, or running.
It's like that guy was doing long jumping, because
is there a video of him coming back on stage?
He was carried back on, like. So when he jumped in, he didn't crowd himself. His bouncer jumped in and like put him on his shoulders and then like carried him like that. So he was like sitting on someone's shoulders.
Okay.
It wasn't
there's someone who is not coward.
He had some.
Bro,
Are you guys
him himself is not coward.
Shaq is coming to jump. Crowds up.
No,
no.
And to be fair, I completely understand anyone who didn't catch him in that situation. Because even me, I'd have left him for the next man, bro. Are you risking your hands like that up there?
I think he's going to hurt my hand.
First of all,
protect my face.
if you saw those people right before he landed,
The
they were
guys
all
started
trying to
moving
get
already.
out.
Guys had already moved. Bro. It's like 2 or 3 guys who just had mercy on him, bro.
Guys already started.
who had mercy on our guys,
Yeah.
bro.
There's someone who was like he put his shoulder.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, Afro Nation looked amazing, bro. It looked amazing. Look, the guys had
I
a
didn't see any
blast.
of the performances, but I saw like a lot of crowd shots,
Yeah.
and people look like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Now, Afro Nation gives me a special type of FOMO because as much as I want to go, every time I see that another one has finished, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking like, damn, is it going to be this lit next year? Or like when I go, like, will it be
Yeah, it'll always
this
be
lit?
As long as the culture remains the way it is.
And that's the thing. There's so
It'll
many
always
things that
be
have to
lit.
remain
Man,
constant.
but I think it
But
will
just-
always be lit.
Just
Just
be
look
this
at
lit.
the
the big three have to
always
be
be lit.
still be the big three.
look at the
They
difference
still have to
between
be
the
popping like
lineup
this.
between the lineup of this year's Afro Nation and like the first one, bro, or like let's say the one from 5 years ago or something. So different, bro. These guys who are not there, bro. What Arya Star, Aya Nakamura, none of those guys were there, bro. But just as popping, man. As long as the music stays good.
Let me ask, if you went to watch Afro Nation today, are you going to watch Ira Star? Or
Yeah. I'll go see
You're going for
everyone
the
who
whole
comes.
package.
Yeah, I'll go see everyone. who comes.
Everyone.
They told me it was an
You
they
just
told
want
me
the
there
big
was
I
a-
bet it's not a knock on Ira Star, man. I love you.
Yeah.
But
You-
They told me
you
there was
just
an
I'm going there to see
piano
the big three, bro.
stage.
No.
Yeah, but the big three will come on in the night. They're
And
the last
let me
guys
tell
to
you,
come on.
most times you will need the other stars for you to enjoy the big three.
Yeah. And you'll be surprised.
Most times.
The big three, this is like the guy's like 10th Afro Nation, bro. That nigga doesn't.
They probably
told me
just don't
Burna
come
Boy
with their
came on
band.
high as a kite, bro. That nigga was just laughing on stage. You know, this jazz of his concerts. That guy was at a festival. He's also having fun with the guys. Yeah. So for them, they don't take it as seriously
Yes,
as
so
these other
really.
guys.
Also, I do not go to these things with this thing of this one should top the last one.
Yeah,
I just think
no,
it's
we're
all
just there to
different.
vibe, bro. We're just
It's
there to
all
vibe.
different.
Me,
bro.
I look at it from the aspect of like these things are definitely special. There's a moment that's happening right now. It's been like the last maybe like 3 or 4 Afro Nations. There's like a certain vibe. And I just hope that by the time I go, we're still in that
There are two
That
islands,
moment,
the
vibe.
vibe. The Portugal one and then the
Ghana.
Yeah, no, it's this year it's in Lagos.
Eh.
Yeah. Afro Nation in Lagos.
Is there also a South American one?
I can't go for that one. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe.
No, but there's another festival in South America.
Kampala is a Lagos.
I just don't think it's
There
Afro
is-
Nation, but it's also like an Afro type.
Which
thing.
one?
I'll remember.
Homecoming. That's a Ghana thing.
Homecoming? Not
That's a
Afro
Ghana
Nation.
thing from last year. Homecoming. Where guys just came to Ghana in December. More of Americans.
But was that last year, the year of return? I thought that was like 2 years back.
That
It was last year.
That was
last
last
year,
year.
yeah,
Last
Wasn't
year.
it? I feel like it was last year.
The year before that was a COVID year.
Oh, you know,
It was
look,
last
that Blankets and Wine Kenya happened.
Yeah, man, but I didn't see much.
I only saw Deuce's post.
I saw
Exactly.
Duce, but I also saw this Ellie guy of Man Talk. I saw his posts, and then I saw his I saw a message from him today. Not a message. What do you call it? Like a public announcement about how he was attacked outside. Said I was attacked coming out of an event, and his face was like sliced. So he has like a cut on his face. So it is taking a break from socials to heal, shit like that. So I guess that was
Damn.
Blanket.
That's traumatic.
Yeah, very, very sad. And he says he knows who did it. Yeah, he knows the guy who did
So
it.
it was targeted. It wasn't like
Yeah, I think it was on
thief.
purpose. Like I think they were looking for him. Yeah.
But like, the
Said
number
I
of
was
people have told me
assaulted,
like Kenyan thieves are just different, bro. I don't think I'm trying to go for a festival like that in Kenya.
In Kenya. I also feel that way. But one of our boys told me about one in Mombasa. That seems like nice and wholesome.
What's her name?
I forgot, but I know it happens in December.
Oh, that
Towards
might
Zania.
be. What's it called?
Is that the
The
Kilifi
name of
one?
Is that Kilifi?
Boababs over something.
Boabab, is that in March?
No, this one
I don't
happens in like towards a New Year. Like a New Year's festival.
I know Kilifi has a festival.
I know the Kilifi one. That Boabab over Bright. I don't know what it's called, bro.
Anyway, bro. Well, completely off the topic because we're talking about Davido and his baby moms now. We're on festivals. So what happened with the baby moms? What's the position now?
Oh yeah, so basically they're all just coming out
Are they
saying
all
that.
angry?
Yes, actually, I
Yeah,
say
yeah.
they're both angry, man. They don't seem happy.
What
They
are
don't
they
seem
mad
happy.
about? For me, that's a part that's playing me.
So both of
What
them,
exactly are you mad about?
I think both of them want. Can I say more from Davido?
What?
Because it seems like once he found out that they were pregnant, he sent them money for abortions, and they didn't go through with it. So it's like that angle of, like,
I told you I didn't want this shit. Now you gave it to me. So deal
man,
with it
come and
now.
handle your kid, yeah, stuff like that.
Oh.
So that's the vibe that I'm getting from the two ladies. They don't seem angry per se, but it seems like they want something from this guy. Like, and they're feeling like they have to take it to social media to get it from him.
Aren't they three?
Chioma is the third. Chioma is also pregnant. But don't quote me on that last one. It was a headline on over Twitter. So,
So we are
Yeah,
taking
fact
to the grain
check.
of salt.
It's why.
fact check those. You gotta take a grade on salt.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. The man has been busy.
That's a wild way to
It's-
put it.
It's super
The
interesting.
man has been busy, man.
It's been
For
busy.
sure he has. For sure he has. But I don't know, bro. None of that surprises me. It's all very on brand. And yeah, man, I guess just thoughts and prayers to everyone involved, you guys.
Yeah.
For real. Speaking of Twitter, you guys want to talk about this new shit that Elon did?
Limiting
view
the
limits.
tweets.
Yeah, limiting everything.
Bruh, I saw that thing, but it will never affect me, I guess, because I
Yeah,
never reached
definitely not
300.
Twitter like that anymore.
Who reads in his
I
300
promise
tweets?
I've not yet seen that limit.
Me neither.
Even the first day when it was like, what, 400?
It has honestly been like a year and some change since I spent like an hour scrolling through Twitter. Like that, I feel like those days are gone. They changed something about the algorithm even before Elon had bought it. Something changed that just made it not as entertaining to scroll through Twitter. I don't know if I just.
Twitter just used to depress me, bro. So I
It
stopped.
also had that effect.
Yeah, I
It had
stopped.
that effect.
Yeah.
There's a lot of negative shit on Twitter.
But I'll say my Twitter right now is just football, you guy. Just football.
Balo.
So it's like 5 minutes in the morning, and yeah.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I spent like 10 minutes on that app tops, bro.
10 hours.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
On it tops, bro. Like I will scroll through and very quickly be bored. Like if you dare make me laugh in the first like few minutes of me scrolling, I'm off. So hasn't affected me either. But
To be fair, I don't actually, out of all the apps, there's none that gets me scrolling like that.
Hey.
Maybe IG Reels.
are you
But the
still on
rest-
TikTok?
I've not used TikTok, bro.
Huh.
I only use our TikTok.
Nah, TikTok is the one that has me scrolling. I'll scroll, bro. And I only use TikTok at the end of the day, bro. Because that one I'll scroll.
Let me tell you, the only time I used TikTok in recent days was after like the submersible thing, where everything was, Ocean Gate. Read the facts, and I'm like, yeah, guys, I think I know these things now. Bye. Yeah, that was it.
But IG Reels are like at least 5 business days behind TikTok, bro. Like IG Reels are just old TikToks, man.
And I think that's what I like.
Okay.
Because it's the best of TikTok. Like they give you, out of 100 TikToks, they
All
give you
these
the
social
best
media
5.
platforms kind of like amalgamate the internet in some way. Like on Twitter, you can find what's trending on IG and TikTok on Twitter. On TikTok, you can find what's trending everywhere on TikTok.
Yeah.
Same thing with IG.
Yeah.
So,
But at
where you
at any given time, someone is in the lead. Like there's someone who is breaking it fast.
the
And right now,
story.
it's TikTokers breaking it fast.
I'll tell you this though.
And IG, what they do is they bite. IG just stays biting off whoever is popping the most. But
Yeah.
for them, they'll never ever pop the most again. Like I remember when they were biting off Snapchat, Then that ended. Then it started biting off Twitter. Like the times you'd go through IG and it's just screenshots of tweets and reactions to those tweets.
In the time it was just
now
TikToks.
it's just TikToks, bro.
And to be fair, I heard that they're making a Twitter competitor.
Meta.
They're
Facebook.
making.
Meta. Zuckerberg, yeah.
Yesterday I was talking to guys. Apparently, mob Ugandans have already migrated to something called Truth Social.
That's Trump's thing.
Boring,
Yeah.
you guys.
Trump's
is
social
Trump's
media.
thing.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah.
Okay, guys are there.
Then you can truth and retruth.
Retruth.
Yeah.
Instead of tweet and retweet.
Yeah.
That's so cringe, man.
You guys are there. I saw another one of some like black. There's now like a black creators version of Twitter, bro. I forgot what it's called.
That's
Black
crazy. We
Twitter.
should sign up.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I want another Twitter, bro.
Some guy Twitter.
Some guy
Black
responded
Twitter.
to that one and said, "Just make sure they spawn, man."
He's tired.
That guy took me out, bro.
It's a simple
He took
man.
his head up. What's his name?
I'll tell you this. I used Truth Social for 10 minutes
Is it not good?
and I was done, bro.
What does it look like? What does it feel like? What's the feel of
It's
that?
weird. Like, it feels like you're just getting news. It's like headline. Okay, to be fair, I also followed like 5 people.
Don't follow CNN and
That's
BBC.
relax.
Yeah.
You're just giving us news, man. This app is just news.
I feel like CNN cannot be on truth. No,
Careful
but
with Fox.
it bored me, I won't lie. So Fridays when they're launching the Meta thing. By the time this
we know the
okay, bro. What does a meta?
yeah,
What does a meta competitor of Twitter look like? Like, are they just going to
We
give
will
us
find out.
particular features of Facebook and call it Twitter?
That's a good question.
what's the
Because they had
difference?
Facebook.
My question is, does it work in Uganda then?
Good question, because me, I've still never used Facebook, man.
Me, I use it for
Recently, bro,
work.
like it just has not worked, man. Yeah.
The fact that we have nothing to say.
About
I don't know,
Facebook.
bro. I don't get
He's telling.
And another thing that has been pissing me off is the long tweets. I'm still not used to those, bro. I've never finished one.
A long
As
tweet.
soon as I start reading a tweet, and it instead of having like next tweet,
Show
it
more.
says show. I'm like, I'm not gonna read any more of this.
Show more.
Even when I click and I'm hoping that it's not going to be that long, it's always more long. I'm just like, bro, I can't. This is not what I'm on Twitter for, man.
But Twitter is supposed to be bite-sized.
Yeah.
There are guys who tweet stories nowadays.
Bro, I
man.
hate those threads, man. You won't believe these 20 movies that you must watch. Then the guy
Those
posts
things are
a
full,
poster and a synopsis, another poster, another
Then an
synopsis.
ad, sports bet.
Bruh,
That's what
like,
pisses me off.
can you
Guys be
relax?
following those guys? Or what those are like bot follows?
I don't know, but
Because guys be following those guys, it plays me.
those guys, Elon needs to attack those guys. So the next guys that have to
And
go.
you know how
bro.
you know it's crazy? It's like it can be like 1 out of 42. Like, but I'm not going to scroll 42.
I'm not, bro. I'm not.
I want to see the movies, but
So do you guys
Them
think Twitter?
one
do you
picture.
guys think Twitter is dead? Final question.
No way.
Twitter is
No,
around,
not even
bro.
close, man.
Yeah.
Twitter is around.
Do you guys think that this thing is going to last?
It's temporary.
This change?
It's temporary.
Which the one of the short? No, he said it
Yeah.
was temporary anyway.
Hey.
Yeah,
The
It's a
view
temporary
limit is
measure.
temporary.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like the effect of this view limit thing is that shit will just not go viral on Twitter anymore. Don't you think? I feel like what causes virality on Twitter is the fact that as many people as possible can see this tweet. So if you limit how many tweets guys can interact with, less guys see the tweets.
That makes sense.
But it's temporary. So never know, it might come back with fire. You can never know.
And listen, I don't think the guys' attempts to like make this shit have monetary sense, but
But it wasn't
I don't
even a
think-
monetary thing.
I don't think Twitter is out. I think Twitter is out for maybe the original Twitter people, the tweeps, like you and your friends, your generation, the guys who are like there from time and like seen it. You have seen it change, but but it's like Twitter of all the social media, I think it's like the one with the least number of subscribers. So it definitely has a lot of room to grow, and I think the changes that he's making are making it more, can I say, popular.
But do you think it can grow past this?
Yeah, I think it can grow
Yeah.
past it.
What do you guys see as like Twitter's growth? Like where can Twitter go from here? I feel
Twitter-
like they've done almost everything they could do.
Or like to make
Yeah.
guys come on.
You can
Yeah.
never know.
Because what do guys need from Twitter that they're not getting from any of the other apps?
Porn.
Words.
Nah, facts.
But I'll say this:
Facts.
Twitter. I think for me, what limits Twitter is the fact that it's so text-based, man. Guys just don't want to read, man. Guys don't want to read. And if your competition is TikTok and IG, where people just scroll and see videos and are literally scrolling, no one is going to like take time to like now read. Okay, very few people.
And you see, the funny thing is, Twitter has that feature now.
Yeah, now
But
that's
how many
they have
people
that
use
feature.
it?
What
Yeah,
the video,
but-
feature?
Yeah, like
But
where you
it-
just scroll.
But
How
it's
many
still
people
like
use it?
a text-based thing, like tweets.
Yeah, because now if I'm just going through Twitter, scrolling and seeing videos without the context of that video, you know what I mean? Like without getting like what's the basis of this video, then what's the point? Anyway.
Nah, but me, I think it's still around, bro.
Text.
First of
I
all,
don't
this is
know.
a temporary change, and it's not even about money.
What is it about?
Data scraping, which is like
What does that
people
mean?
hacking data of some sort.
Data scraping.
Yeah.
Guys scraping data. And I guess it's like how you can, for example, if you want data on, how can I say, what kind of data might be posted as tweets?
Like people. Just
yeah,
in
people
general.
to edit. You can write like, okay, basically I can write a short program or software that can go and like copy all your tweets and get that information out and transcribe it for me.
Or from
That's
like a
data
particular
scraping.
hashtag.
Yeah,
So the limit is to stop that.
to stop people
Then once
doing
they've
that.
sorted it out, they remove
That's
the
what they're
limits.
trying to curb.
Bro, I haven't zag, man. But maybe someone in the comments can explain.
Yeah.
Maybe it will be easier if I read it. Send me a thread.
Someone
Send me a
tweet.
thread, bro.
Tweet what it
That's how my
is.
brain works now.
Just tag us.
Let's see.
The
have
irony
you
though
guys?
is we've got quite a few Twitter followers in the last few days.
Yeah. So shout out Twitter.
A bit.
Shout out Twitter. Maybe we should go on Truth. Be the first guys there.
Just podcast. We've come
First
to tell you
mover
the truth.
Only give
advantage.
them news.
You have the
And we
Biased
give them the news
opinions.
topics. Listen, man. Have you guys been seeing this DNA test debate that has been going on in UG?
no.
I feel like it's a topic that we've had before, but
Making it mandatory.
yeah, it has recently become like a big conversation in UG. Apparently, a lot of like parental, what is called like parental DNA testing, parentage, establishing parentage, paternal. That was it. Paternal test, paternity test. Those have become a big thing, and there's a lot of hospitals that have begun to do it, and so it's becoming more common, man, and it's causing zips. That way, the news produces it is. All these paternity tests have started happening, and it's destroying guys' families. As simple as that. So anyway, it has become a debate, man, and people have been questioning whether it's like an ethical, I guess, advancement in UG society. Like, should we be having paternity tests? Should they be so accessible? Should people be considering them? Should they be mandatory? I remember, like, I don't know if we discussed this on the pod, but like a few months ago, or a few weeks ago, some like rich dude who found out that none of his kids were his, or like 6 out of 7 kids weren't his. And there've been like multiple stories like those in the news. And all of these guys keep finding out because they're doing the paternity test and realizing that they're not their kiddos.
Is paternal fraud as prevalent in Uganda? Or it's because it's now
we don't know. Yeah, we don't know. Now guys can test.
We're about
and
to find out.
We are going to know.
in a few months.
But most people and like most conservatives believe that it should be left alone. Like once you're married,
Just
the
allow.
kids are for the marriage. The same way that a guy can go have kids with some other chick and bring those kids to his wife to be raised, the same way that guy should also swallow and raise his chicks'
That's
kiddos.
crazy.
Don't ask questions, just allow it. Have you raised the kiddos up to this point? Do they call you daddy? Allow it. So thoughts for you already know your thoughts. You guys already had me before. So we've already kind of had this conversation, but I guess now we should just focus on the
tests
themselves. Yeah.
Okay, you go first. Wait.
Why?
Also,
I
it's
see you
worth
thinking.
noting that it seems like with all of these tests, if you're not satisfied with the UG one, you have the option of sending it to either SA or Canada or both and seeing what the tests say. So it's almost like a 3-part test.
Sorry.
UG, SA, Canada. So, yeah, knowing that, thoughts?
Bruh, all I'm saying is, I don't think it should be mandatory, like the way, there was a debate in the US of making it mandatory. I think it has a place. Like, don't make it mandatory, but if people want, yeah, like let it be their right to know. Then the decision to raise the kid is yours.
This would be a fire topic for a newlywed. A newlywed chick, bro. This would be a fire topic for her to answer. Because I found that most people, everyone boils it down to trust. Like, if you trust your partner, why are you guys testing? If you married her, why can't you trust that these kiddos are yours? Why can't you trust her? Why can't you trust her? Why can't you trust her?
But you guys,
I mean, like, okay, to be fair, by the time you think of having this test, usually you have some reason to doubt.
There's smoke.
Yeah, there's some, thank you. There's smoke, so you're trying to check if there's a fire there.
Yeah, but what if there's no smoke, bro?
And you're just like a bored guy, man, let me take this kid for paternity.
Not bored. But for you, it's just like as a matter of principle. You just need to
have
sure
to make sure
these are your kiddos.
I think that should be allowed as well.
I think that should be fine.
That should be allowed, man.
Bro, I had a fight in the house with on this topic, bro. I was fighting with that boy of mine who came over and my mom. And then they were saying, nah, you don't trust her then if you test me. But me, I'm like, for me, I just want to know. Like, I want to be certain. For my own peace of mind, why can't
This is also a bit similar to the whole prenup thing. Like, trust, sour. What if the child is not mine, bro?
Yeah, like, it's like, why do we get insurance, bro? Just to be
sure.
Yeah, just to be sure.
And there's some smoke that's clear.
Don't I also deserve, don't I deserve to have a choice on if I want to raise this kiddo or not? You know what I mean? Like, if it's my kiddo, I have no choice.
And the thing is,
but what if it's not my kiddo?
First, leave yourself. Even when the kiddo grows
you have a
up,
choice there.
The kiddo has
a
the right
choice.
to also know who the actual father is if it's not you.
Yes.
I feel like the kiddo also has a right.
Yeah, but see, like, for the kiddo, it's less consequential because even if he chooses, it's like, what is he going to say? What's his baby going to say? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
At the point that we're finding out. But now for me, bro, who's going to be attached to this kiddo for the next 30, in fact, forever?
Till you die.
Yeah. How am I not being allowed to choose whether I want to be attached to this kiddo forever?
And you see, the funny thing is, even if you refuse them, and this guy in his head is like, this kiddo is not mine, and you refuse, that thing will stay with him, bro. Till whether kiddo is 25, he'll still be in his head like, man, I don't know. There's a way you're somehow. So
I just think it's wild, bro. I think it's such a wild debate, man. But yeah, it's clear what side guys are on, man. Most people are on the side of leave it alone.
Trust your baby.
Trust, and even if you don't trust, bro, you don't want to know. Because if you suspect that it's not yours, there's a good chance. There's a good chance that it's not yours.
I will tell you this though. I can have trust in you, but you're not perfect. You're not perfect. Anything can happen. So that blind trust has refused.
As far as it being an ethical issue, I don't think this is an ethical thing. I think people should have that option. It should be there. But I can also definitely see how it can tear up the households.
Badly.
Especially if it's just thrown on us like randomly. Because guys have been, I guess, doing what they've been doing up until this point. So
you guys feel like it's a real danger to
no,
the nuclear family?
No.
4 people.
Yeah.
No, I do not. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because, like we said, you can find out that the child isn't yours, but the decision to raise him is now a different decision entirely.
Would you guys ever get a paternity test? But you're getting it for your dad, man.
You're like, Dad, I need your hair.
I need proof that this guy is my dad.
Give me a strand of hair. You have jam.
You're not used to getting like that, bro. You need to prove to me that you're my dad, man.
I think, for me, I'm just past that, bro. We are now old. Relax.
But also, I feel like kids, man, kids are just too attached to their dads. Like, a guy has just been your dad for so long that I can't see instances where you want to disprove that he's your dad. Unless a guy is a terrible dude, bro. Unless he's a terrible dude, and maybe you've blown up or you've come into some money and he's trying to come and be like a beneficiary or a dependent of some sort, then you can prove that this guy's not even my dad.
But even then, I feel like
you might prove that he's actually
You're
your dad without a doubt.
90%.
And in fact, legally, when you're this percentage close, you owe him this much money.
they paid for you.
Facts.
It's like this is the guy who was in a shop in London saying about his Rashford's dad. About who's dead. This is some random homeless looking guy.
He look like you.
Bruh. It's just there shouting, Rashford, I'm your dad.
That's too funny. Boys, what's your topic?
That's so funny. Last week in South Korea, they passed a bill to. Okay, so let me tell you how it works. In South Korea, each person has a different age depending on when they were born. So the law at first was.
Bro, you need to explain that.
Yeah.
But tell us how it's different from here, because each person has a different age depending on when
Exactly.
they were
Now
born.
let me explain.
Wait, let's come again.
This guy here.
Let me explain.
I'm about to throw this mic at this guy.
I'm not doing it. So the international standard is they start counting your age when you're born.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The moment you're born.
Yeah.
Now in South Korea, you're born at 1 year. Huh? And then when the new year clocks, that's a new year. You get for your first birthday. So say you're born March 31st.
Yes.
You're 1
At March 31st,
yes.
on birth, I'm 1.
Oh.
Then
Now it's crazy when you're born on 31st December before midnight. Because
okay,
you're
so
1
when-
then 2.
Okay, so on 1st Jan, I'm 2. They don't count my year on my birthday. They count it
Yes.
on a year.
On the new year. Then after that you go to your birthday. So it's the first Jan.
So everyone is past Jan.
So
Everyone
everyone has
No.
as if either difference of 1 or 2 years.
Okay, hold on. So when I'm born, I'm 1.
You're 1.
Then at the beginning of the next year,
Jan 1st, yeah,
I
2.
become 2.
So
So
everyone
what
turns
about on
any
my
age.
birthday of that year? What do I turn?
That's why I'm saying everyone is just different, bro. Like it's not standard. Now, South Korea reverted back to the international method.
Regular birthdays.
Regular birthdays. So people who are 34, you know, like 32, 30.
Sick.
So I mean, even Son, the player.
How old is he now?
He's 30 right
Yeah,
now.
like
He's probably like
21,
28.
That's wild.
So what's funny is now they're sorting out like documentation. You know, guys who are like legally able to buy drinks are now 16. So you have to go back to being a child. So yeah,
No
man,
way.
the whole country has been in turmoil, bro. Guys are figuring it out.
Those guys are peaceful people, bro. Like, they don't really protest much, do they?
Nah, they
South
didn't
Koreans?
protest.
South
They didn't
Koreans.
protest. They're not protesting. They're just confused.
They're not like the French. Speaking of protesting.
Yeah, bro. We need to talk
Crazy.
about that, man.
It's
Bruh.
crazy.
Have you guys seen the newest wave?
It's crazy, man. I saw guys driving a bus into a building.
Yeah.
People sitting.
But today they knocked a bunch of guys.
Bruh.
It's very. You guys know why this one? What caused this one? What
A
sparked
young
this
boy
one?
was shot at a
Yeah.
traffic stop.
17-year-old dude was shot. R.I.P. to him. And of course, bro, his life matters for sure. But France is one of those places where it doesn't take much, bro. They are looking for a reason to turn shit up. Those guys are so politically like
And
volatile,
they really
bro.
did, bro.
And when they get going, bro, those guys do not stop, man. But yeah, it seems like he was Algerian or Tunisian. I know he's from North Africa. So I saw a guy tweeting yesterday that the Africans are destroying France. I was like, bro, I had to go and like find out what are these protests about. I said the Africans are destroying, and all the comments obviously were like, bro, do you know what France has done to Africa? This is that.
I saw something about like France having 180 tons of gold in their gold reserves.
Oh, then no, them they loot from West Africa, bro.
Yeah. And yet, like in Mali, where they got a lot of them, they have like 280 mines and 0 reserves. So that's why that was happening.
No, that's not why it was happening, bro. But I guess it has become like a feature of the current riots. Like I guess like Africa, like this
Relations.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, but it's a mess, man. It's a mess.
Nah, but I'll tell you, each
The
day comes
Africans,
with a new thing.
Yeah.
Like they have knocked a bunch of guys,
No,
but they have burnt a building.
This is that guy who
shit.
cut down as those light poles, those street lights, and it fell on like 2 guys.
No.
Ugh.
Man, it was so random because like one of those guys I saw, it's like he walked right into that falling pole. But I hope he's okay.
It's probably not.
You see, Batman has arrived in
I
France.
saw a van of like
Batman.
100 Batman.
Bro. The French
Those guys can
shout
riot.
out
Those
French.
guys know how to riot, bro. But I feel like I don't know, man. It's a bit scary.
I saw
It's a bit scary.
what do they call them? Like released like 90,000 police officers into the street. They released in 2 waves of 45k.
But
Yeah,
none
they
of this
need
is
them.
none of this has touched Paris.
It has.
Yeah.
Was it in Paris?
I
And
don't
like
think
4
it's Paris.
cities that
think
I
it's
saw.
Lyon or some shit.
I saw like
That
4
was in many
cities.
different cities. So yeah.
I don't know about the
The
cities.
boy was shot in like another city, not Paris. But I saw that protests have reached Paris. I saw a headline like
Bro,
that.
It's very unfortunate, man.
Where is that
but
car gate that's in the middle of the street? Is that Paris?
The tomb of the unknown.
That's what it's called. Yeah, just business.
No, I have a friend who's
But
in
yeah,
Paris
known
right
if,
now.
soldier.
if that's it, then they reached Paris.
They picked like a random French guy in World War II and one of the soldiers and buried him there.
Yeah.
Just as a reminder that we went through this thing. So it's the tomb of the unknown soldier.
I have a friend who's
Fun
in
fact.
Paris right now, man. She picked the worst time to be in Paris.
City of love.
But she's chilling, man.
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. But she's chilling like she's in like museum. She's cooling, bro.
She's having a good time.
She's
actually
cooling. There
having
isn't
a
like
good time.
anything is happening.
She has
around
her
her.
blinders on. I'm here for a good time. I came on vacation. I have my itinerary.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Show me all the sites that are away from the riots. Anyway, man. Yeah, thoughts and prayers to France as well, I guess. Do you guys have any other topics?
Should we go straight into questions?
Oh, I have one last topic. Let me just see how I wrote it here so I know how to phrase it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is my question. This is another topic. Same topic that I just saw. Same topic. What are you guys' thoughts on street kiddos? Let's just say street people that are living in the streets in Kampala. What are you guys' thoughts, I guess, on them? Like, how do you feel about them? How do you guys interact with them? Just homeless people in Kampala.
You want to go?
Wait, today everything you want to go.
Now,
You
like,
go.
narrate to me, like, I guess, like, your last experience with a homeless person in Kampala, or at least, like, what it looks like. Say you're driving in traffic, and, yeah, you park at the lights, and a homeless person comes to your window. What does that interaction look like?
I mean, usually they're asking me for some money. If I have a few loose coins, I give them sometimes, but usually, no, I do not give them. Why? There's one time I gave a homeless child a donut to eat, and she just went and took it to her mother, and the mother like kept it underneath her lace or something, bro. Yeah, so when I saw that, I realized, okay, these guys are not taking this money.
What do you mean they're not taking it, though? They're taking it.
Okay, yes, they're taking it, but it's not for them. It's like for like the mom collects it all together, then like buys him food at the end of the day, something
Like,
like,
they
that.
distribute it, they share it among themselves.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Most times.
Because I heard that the moms collect every single thing that those kids collect, and they now maybe buy them food at the end of the day or like something, but everything you collect goes to the mom.
But also maybe it's not just, there's not like one. Anyway, fast finish.
Voice?
You're done.
Yeah.
So, it depends on the situation. So, many times, say you're walking with like a drink, they'll ask, I'll give. Or, money, I'll give. But like, there's some that are just badly behaved, bro.
Badly
Those
behaved.
just be slapping people.
Hey.
They slap you.
Nah, there's a
They've
time I was on
never
a bike,
slapped
bro.
you. First tell us the story.
There's a time I'm on a bike, and you're on a bike. You have your earphones chilling. You park at the lights, the electro commission lights, and this child comes begging, and you're on a bike, removing the wallet. That's just mob. Yeah. So like I chill, bro. Right when the lights turned green, Kido slapped my back, bro.
Yeah.
Eh,
Nah, he had it. He had a long day. You had paid him no money. Your
slapped
back
my
was
back.
exposed in your jersey. Like I was like, nah, his back is too sweet.
The light is green. You said no.
They slapped me. My judge guy even first stopped and was like, boss.
Should we chase him?
Yeah,
Should I chase him?
let's continue, man. But yeah, so like you see, those are the experiences that make me feel a type of way. But most times, like, I have no problem. Like, help them where you can. Many times, like, if I'm working with like food, I give them. But man, just don't slap me. Okay.
The ones that
Thing left some sour taste in my mouth.
frustrate me are the ones that try and wipe the car or the traffic light. That one, no.
Annoys you.
So, because there's no first of all you can watch this car in 1.5 minutes of this
Yeah,
traffic
don't
light
wipe
turning.
it.
So you're gonna leave me half wiped, even
Yeah.
if it's like this.
Yeah.
So those are, I literally lower my window to tell them, get on me.
Yeah. Also, they kind of be sometimes scratching the paint because I think.
Yeah,
it does.
true. Anyway, what's your experience with them? What do you think about them?
Bro, I feel like in Kampala, that homeless situation is something that everyone just prefers to like turn a blind eye to it. So people are not even very clear on, I guess, the extent to which like guys are homeless and how these homeless people are living.
Or even how to
It's
help.
crazy.
Like, you don't even know how to help.
First, even chill how to help, because like I feel like us helping would depend on how the problem is being pitched to us. Homeless people in Kla are pitched as a nuisance, bro. Like, man, these homeless people need to go, man. Like, these guys they make the streets look dirty. What? Like, these guys here are. Now check that Kakido is wiping my car. Now look at this Kakido begging me. Why is Kakido slap me while I was in a judge? But it's always pitched like that. But, bro, I feel like for some reason when you meet them in traffic, you don't fully load, or at least you're given like the privilege of not paying too much mind to their zip, because now they're just like anything else that's on the road, bro. You're going to drive and it will be gone, it will be in the past. I remember, man, earlier this year I was driving from Ebbs to Kla, and I passed the main Ebbs road because I'd been using the bypass all along. So now I passed the main Ebbs road and I was driving up into Kampala. Bro, guys are sleeping on the street. Like, it's one thing for guys say, oh, they're sleeping on the guys are sleeping on the street, bro. Like, it is a line of bodies. You know what I mean, Windek?
True. Yeah.
It's a line of bodies.
Even
And
downtown,
now,
bro.
because guys no longer use those roads as much because of the express and whatnot. Those roads are dark, bro. It is just bodies in the shadows, bro, of guys on the ground. I don't know, man. That thing strangely made me like. Now when I meet these street kiddos or even these street people, to be fair, I do not give them money all the time, and most of the time I'm not gonna give them money. I don't know how much me giving them money is going to change the situation. But one thing I started doing is looking them in the eyes when I say no. I know that guys do not do that, bro. Guys just act like they are not there. Like, guys on your window asking you for cash, you just turn away like the guy isn't there. And then you start hearing those stories about the kiddo or spat on him or because these kiddos also get pissed, bro, and do shit like that. But ever since I started like really looking at these guys in the eyes when I say no, there's something like there's something about just acknowledging that the guy is there. Yes, for you in a more privileged position, or for you in your car with SC, what, and him is on the street, but you're looking at him in the eye and saying, nada, not today, bro. I don't know, man. It seems like the guys, I don't know if they appreciate it, but at least like you're treating him with some form of respect, bro. I don't know if we have like the solutions as individuals to that zip, but I think guys just need to treat them with like just some is a respect. Like treat the guy like a human being, bro. Like look at the guy when you say no. Or like a kiddo, just say, man, I don't. And even the kiddos, like, they're just kids, bro. They be also wanting to play and like they can start cracking jokes at you in the window, what. But yeah, they're also just kids, man. At the end of the day.
You definitely make a good point. You make a
That's
good
weird,
point.
man. I think that there needs to be like some sort of. Also, I think there's a disadvantage in the fact that most of them can't speak the same language as us. They can't really speak Luganda, can't really speak English. So the guy is begging, but he's not really saying anything. He's not saying any words. So also you, when you're saying no to him, you feel like you can't like communicate with that guy. Yeah, they line like the basics. Anyway,
Yeah.
man, I was just thinking about it the other
That's
day.
a good one. That's a good
Thinking
one.
about it the other day. Yeah, okay. That was a downer to end the pod on. Let's get into these
Just giving
questions,
us
man.
a downer, bro.
Just something to think about, bro. Let's get into these questions.
Let's begin. Okay.
Question number 1.
Please don't leave me unopened again. Sorry.
Stop leaving guys on open, bro.
I promise I've never.
I apologize on behalf
never.
of
How do
The-
they know you've been left
concerned
unopened
party.
on this thing?
On
guys,
which platform,
I
first
feel
of
like
all?
someone walked up to me. It was actually Ivan from Arudem Gaming. He told me on one of his boys asked a question and we never answered it, but I realized we answered it on Patreon, and I think he just never
subscribe to
got a
Patreon.
Patreon yet. So I told him sorry.
Now we answer all your questions, by the way.
Yeah,
They
we
might
answer
just be
every
on
question.
Patreon.
We answer every question.
Yeah. Next question. I know we are not supposed to link our cousins, but goddamn.
God damn.
Yeah.
Bro, what's wrong with you guys?
Nah, some of our
This is
listeners.
just from last week, meanwhile. Something's wrong, bro. The lick our cousins. What's this?
This must be
What are we doing?
Westerner.
But it depends on that tribe. It depends.
This is the tribe.
Yeah.
From
Westeros. The King's Landing man. Let's see. What do you guys think about paying for the cookie?
What?
For the cookie.
Have we discussed this before?
Yeah, we have.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
what do you guys think, man? That's a real. I like a question. I like a question.
It's one of those things that I feel like can poison your mind, bro. It can come from a good place, whatever that means. Because I know I spoke to one of my friends recently, and he used to. He's like reformed. But like
A reformed payer.
Like,
you guys are laughing, my guy. It was serious, bro.
rehabilitated.
This guy tells his story, man.
No, but I mean, was he? Is he reformed from paying, or is he reformed from like
everything.
addiction or something?
Yeah, like all forms of addiction.
Oh,
This
okay,
was one
that's
of them.
different.
Yeah, but basically, he was saying, man, once you start paying, you will never stop. That was his message. It's. I think it's one of those habits that are very hard to stop.
I can't see that, bro. I'm sorry. There's nothing that I pay for that I would rather not pay for. That makes sense.
Damn.
That
I guess
would-
No, but Patreons should pay.
yeah.
There's nothing you
There's-
pay for that you'd rather pay for.
that I'd rather not get for free. You dig it? Like everything that I pay for, I don't enjoy paying for it.
But I feel like
The paying is not the part.
that
that's
doesn't mean like
addictive
direct
to me.
payments. Like have money.
Yeah.
Because
like
like different
saying-
ways of paying, bro.
What do you
Direct
mean?
money.
Like these things of we're going on a date, what?
Yeah, but that's
Drop.
not what we're talking about
What?
here. Well, pay, this is
Basically
talking about paying for the
direct
cookie.
Paying, bro.
They're paying for the cookie.
Man, basically, I think once you know that that's an option in your mind, you sort of lose gas for chasing bads, bro. You lose gas because you know that you just need your.
But is that
However
a
much
bad
it is.
thing? I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing. I don't know if your friend was addicted to paying. He might have been addicted maybe to sex, but I don't know if he was addicted to paying for it.
I think sex in general is a very addictive thing.
Yeah.
Second most addictive thing in the world.
Probably the
Really?
first, man.
No,
After-
no, it can't be the
There was
first
there
and
was
it can't be
that
the
before
second.
there was any other addictive chemical human beings
No,
on
it
that
wasn't a
one.
chemical. There was something else. Anyway, it's
Gambling.
probably the first.
Yeah, so that's
No,
probably
gambling is way after.
After sex.
Yeah.
Gambling is less addictive than sex.
yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Brother.
Okay, gambling destroys family.
There's nothing more addictive than lash, bro. Like that one is hardwired into
Nah, I feel
every
like-
cell of your body that you must do this thing.
If you're healthy,
You must do it.
Addictive on its own, bro. Like I think other things have to be added to it for it to be addictive.
I think it's addictive because of the release of dopamine that happens.
Yes,
At that
but
moment.
I don't think that the release of dopamine is so extreme and or unnatural that it becomes addictive.
I think it is extremely extreme. I think it's one of the activities that releases probably the most
But
amount
it's
of
natural.
dopamine, bro. Yes,
It's a natural
natural,
release, like
Yes.
natural amount of dopamine being
but that
released.
can also be corrupted. It's just like how our brains release dopamine when we eat sugar, but you can corrupt that with like soda and like take it overboard with too much sugary food.
That's
You
very
can
true.
hijack that part of your brain that's supposed to seek like sweet food. So, and that's how addiction like literally like
Yes.
it happens when you mix
What was that
an
thing
addictive
before?
activity like that with something convenient. In this case, like paying for the cookie, because we all know how hard it is to get lash. Like you have to chase a babe, you have to talk to babes, you have to put up with so much stuff just to get like lash. So if you get used to paying,
Bro, lash can keep you in an
I thought
abusive
that's how we put it.
relationship.
Put it
That's
like
how
once
crazy
you
it
start-
An abusive relationship.
yeah, like once you start paying, bro, you'll never stop. So
So
and
that's
that's
the
just
basis
come
of
from
your
my guy.
thoughts where you're like, nah.
Hmm?
So what are your thoughts for you?
So these are my thoughts on that thing. Be very careful. It's very addictive. So treat it like how you treat. Actually, that should be treated like how you treat addictive substances. You should,
Moderate.
everything should be in moderation. It shouldn't be so easily accessible, stuff like that, because it can mash you up. And like things that come with like lash, if you're like a sex addict or a porn addict, like those things hurt you alone. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like a drug addiction where you like. It really shows on your face.
I don't know, bro. I feel like my thoughts on paying for it have evolved over time. Obviously, it used to be something that I would never ever consider, and it's also something I'd like. Society kind of looks at it as like something repulsive. Like this guy can't get chicks, man. He has to pay for it. Da, 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 da. I don't know if I feel like that anymore, man. I kind of feel like I get it. I understand why guys would prefer to pay for it. But like you said, it makes it more convenient, makes it more accessible. And for me, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just has to be convenient, accessible, and also safe. Now, the safety part, that's why I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about it. But I think that if it's safe, man, like, listen, go for it if you can afford it. That's what I think, man. But your point seems more valid. For me, I'm just jazzing, like, out of, like... I'm just jazzing. Would you guys want to pay for it, though? If you were not in a space to chase...
I wouldn't.
Just rather be without it.
Bro, my hand is my best friend.
Your hand?
I wouldn't.
No one knows you like you know yourself. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Just call Pamela. And
Just
check on her.
Sunday.
deal with yourself.
I wouldn't because I'm a hard worker.
What if someone paid for you?
Nah. No, wait. Paid how? Like, give me money.
No, like they paid her for you.
Nah.
Nada.
Mm-mm.
Nada.
Mm-mm.
You're like bugging. If you went to like, let's say you are like the guest of like a
I'm
king
watching
of
him.
somewhere.
I'm watching
You know
you.
what I mean? Let's say you are a guest of like a king of some place, and he said, "I've paid for some ladies come and keep you company this evening." Da da da.
Nah, see, that's the thing. This is just not me.
It's not
really
you.
not.
So you keep yourself in the corner that night, like cross your legs
I'm a hard worker.
and check snap.
You start by business. You start trying to earn it. I know you are paying,
Man,
but
I know, but and you
I
just
have to
love
get
me
to
for
know
me
you,
right
man.
now. So I'm voice
if you had a page, you would just still be here.
prove to me.
Be here with
Don't know
me.
this is happening. If you can prove to me
Don't
that this would
kill
have
me,
happened,
bro.
is if you are not paid.
Yeah. Theft?
Theft?
No.
I know there's a disorder called kleptomania that some
Yeah.
people have,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I do not think all thieves are addicted to
Yeah.
stealing. No.
It's a disorder if like you think so, eh?
Not
Paying for a
necessarily.
cookie is the same as theft.
I
How?
think people have different reasons.
Okay, this is Wendek. My question was, is theft an addiction?
And to that I
you guys,
replied, I know
replied.
kleptomania is a disorder, but I don't think all thieves have kleptomania, no.
Yes, now I was trying to compare theft to the thing of buying the cookie or paying for the cookie.
It's like something you
Because-
do out of desperation.
No, it's not a disorder. You know, like sometimes it makes this thing very easy for you. Like you reach a point whereby you don't feel like chasing. Or when you try and someone
Oh.
shows like when they're not interested, you just be like, fuck it, let me just go.
Are you
Just
saying
take
like how a
it.
thief
Yeah.
like cannot now get a normal 9
Yeah,
to
guy
5
can
job?
work. He's a criminal.
He has
bro.
been
That-
making like 200k a day.
Yeah. Why would
Now
he
you're
go to
taking him
work?
back for 200k a month.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sometimes you can get like a job and they are just giving him cartoon dimes.
yeah.
Things
Like,
like, you know
what's
what?
the point? Let me
Let me
just
just
steal
go
from
break
you
a bank,
guys.
bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe, man. Maybe. But me, I feel like when you're paying for it, bro, both of you are getting what you want out of a situation. As opposed to theft where I'm just taking. here we're both getting what we want out of the situation. As long as it's being done respectfully, you're not doing like anything like dehumanizing to her. She's also not like asking for an amount you're not willing to pay. You know what I mean? Like both of you are willing participants. Bro, I keep seeing these stories of sex workers on TikTok, and they be talking about their relationship with their clients, bro. That jazz is way more than just a cookie. You pay for just a cookie, but you get way more than that, bro.
They
Like,
stroke
it's
your
like
head.
Guys
What?
come and like
Yeah,
cry.
Yo, those guys be talking about everything. Those guys really like
It's like a therapy
it's like
session.
therapy, bro. Those guys confide in their SWs, bro. And it's not even a one-time thing. Like it's a thing of
It's a client.
yeah. Say if I'm like I know that I'm always in Nairobi, and I live in Kampala. Whenever I'm in Nairobi, my SW chick will come and like she'll be in my room, like she'll like take care of me whenever I'm there. And these people have like clients that they've had for years, like the old ones, like a decade plus. And this has been your client, man. So I don't think it's as simple as just you're just paying for it. Of course, the relationship has like boundaries, but yeah,
I get it, but I just don't think it's me, bro.
yeah.
That's
I-
what it's not.
It's not. I get it, but it's not necessarily a healthy relationship in my mind. You guy, you can do all of that with your girlfriend, bro, and your wife, and confined.
And your girl best friend.
Yeah,
Is it just not to say
girl
that?
best friend.
you can do all of that, man, without entering into
The financial
addiction, bro.
obligation.
But yeah, next question. Are you guys done with that one? Let's wait. It's like my phone is bugging today. Can you knowingly accept to be a girl's side nigga? As in, she tells you that she has a guy but wants you as well. Yeah,
That's what they use knowingly.
yeah. I think it's not something I'm completely against. As long as she can assure me that that guy is not going to come and shoot me.
She can't assure you that.
She can't assure me that
There's
one.
no way
But
she
there's
can
no way
assure you
that's
that.
happening.
Okay, if I can't get that one, then no.
No, you
But-
have to make the value judgment for yourself. You need to like
See what you're getting out of this.
no, you need to see who that guy is, like what's the probability that he can catch you, what's the probability he can find you. Also assess the chick and see if like she's the type of chick who would like these chicks will do shit like that and then put you in that position to run into that guy.
She'll
or to,
use
like,
it as a
be-
pawn piece, man.
Yeah.
In an argument, she's
Yeah.
having this side.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call Jesse.
Literally. No, for me, I had a phase. I had a phase in uni.
Where you were a
And
side
that
guy.
was that was my shit, bro. And it was so easy because like it's super non-committal. You have the best time with these girls. Everything is so light. You have zero responsibilities, and you have like that car, kind of have that badge of I'm taking all these guys' chicks, and I don't even want them like that. So you kind of felt good, bro.
Again, I feel like that's just not me, bro.
Yeah, no, that was me in uni, but not me anymore, bro. It's not
Like-
for me anymore.
For me, the moment I
It wasn't so long ago. Just like uni was 30 years ago, bro.
I'll tell you this.
I'm not like that anymore for sure.
The moment I find out like someone is dating, I will do everything in my power mentally
To not get
to
involved.
not even try, bro.
Strangely, I still feel slightly different about if she's married for some reason. Like that one is still a bit different for me from if she's dating. Like if she's dating, I don't think I'm comfortable being a side nigga if she's dating. If she's
Like,
married-
relax.
You're comfortable.
No, I feel like if she's married, like in my mind, I understand that like she's in a situation that she feels is permanent, and so
She needs an
when she
out.
steps out, like it's
She's
for
outside.
a reason. You know, like I feel like she's more justified stepping out if she's married than if she's dating. I don't know why, bro.
So are you more comfortable with married babes or dating?
Yeah, I think
babes?
I'm more comfortable with married babes.
I'm
than
not comfortable with
dating
either,
babes.
bro.
Bro,
I'm
okay,
not
yeah.
even like arranged ones, like
Just
okay,
like my
so
babes,
the guy knows
Risk is so much higher, bro, if she's married, bro.
and
Bro,
now we know
so
where to
much
look
higher.
when this guy disappears.
It's getting interesting.
She's looking for chicks with rings. No, but yeah, no. But right now, I don't think I'm that guy right now. Bro.
I'm really
Like that's not what
that
I'm
guy.
looking for. I think in uni, I used to actively be looking for that. Like that used to be my type. But
So
now,
like, are you single? Nah.
nah, not like that. But like, if they told me that they were in a relationship that didn't deter me at all, that just made me be like, you're the right one.
You're on the right track. It's a green flag.
Yeah, but now the relationships, I don't want to be involved, bro.
Let me tell you, I run, bro. Run. In fact, many of the good friends I have that are dating, no, I could never.
When was your first kiss?
How many times are you going to ask that question, bro? Have we not denied this question on like the main page? Have we just been denying it on the Patreon?
Clip this thing and put it in the
stop
first
asking
minute.
us this, bro. Stop asking us that question.
When was your first kiss? Last time.
Long tea.
The previous decade.
Let me see. Any tips on going through heartbreak?
Damn.
Keep going, bro. You're about to make it out. Keep going.
That's actually fair advice, bro.
Yeah, man. Just do your best not to get any like harmful habits.
Yeah, don't give up.
Try not to.
Don't give up.
Or not give in.
Hey, don't give up. Don't give in.
This is
Just
not
go
the time
on.
to try any addictive substances. Let's just say.
Nah, but I'll say this also. If you're the type that talks, talk to someone, bro.
Going through heartbreak, yeah. And
If
also
you're the
just
type that
try.
talks. If you're not the type that talks,
Yeah. Also, I know that they've just said like
Talk to us.
I know they've just said sex is addictive, but I think like talking to other girls is very helpful for other guys. Just to remind yourself that like you have some sort of worth and other people
you're a bad
see
man.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Try and, like,
Depending.
Yeah, talk to other people, man. It helps. It helps for sure.
But if you're not a talker, give advice, bro.
I told you, man, keep going, bro. Like, you're about to make it.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
But I'll
So
tell
what?
you this: heartbreaks are not short, bro.
There are no shortcuts. Yeah, just go the red pill way, man. Go to the gym, start a business,
Cut your
work
hair.
out, start a business, invest.
Shave your hair.
6
You'll be
months.
okay, bro.
Disappear. Bro, that red pill just kills me. Disappear for 6 months, bro.
Yeah,
You'll come
bro.
out a different man.
Man, start a business. Have you ever cried during a movie? I think we've answered that.
Here we have.
Nothing on an edible height is an unmatched experience. Is that a question?
Brother, tell us.
That who wants to answer this
That's not
one?
even a question, but I just stated a fact. Agree or disagree.
I'll tell you.
If you'd like to listen to the full conversation, please consider subscribing to the Mob Jazz Podcast Patreon. Once you do, you'll have access to the full conversations as well as subscriber-only content. The Mob Jazz Podcast is made possible through our Patreons. If you like what we're doing here, please consider becoming one.